Good morning, my name is Morty, and I'm excited to share my full stack web application called StockCompanion. StockCompanion is a comprehensive platform for stock simulation, analysis, and risk management. StockCompanion addresses a growing need for beginner-friendly financial tools that don't rely on real money. I created this app to enable users to simulate investing, analyze risk, and track financial news all in one location. And basically, it's a safe way to play around in financial markets without losing any real money. Now, for our APIs, we're using Alpha Vantage API for live stock data. We're using NewsAPI for live financial news. And on our front end, we're using React with React Bootstrap for responsive design. And we're also using Recharts for data visualizations and React Router for navigation. Our table breakdown is quite simple. Each authenticated user has a watch list, a portfolio, and a risk calculator. Now, each watch list could have multiple stocks filtered by symbol, which means you could only have one stock symbol added to your watch list, right? We could make multiple trades per portfolio, and we could do multiple risk calculations. So we have a one-to-many relationship based on the user. Okay, success, example, and password. Okay, perfect. Okay, here's the home page, and we have the top stocks of the S&P 500. I added a refresh because my API runs out really quickly, so we really don't want to use it too much. So here are all the top stocks in the S&P 500. We've got Apple, Google, Tesla, Amazon, and Microsoft. And we usually get the latest financial news on the website. That's a second API. I'll go over the APIs on a separate section of the video. And we have our search page where we can look up stocks. So let's look up Apple. Here's Apple. We could add stocks to our watch list. We have a watch list right next door. Let's grab Tesla. Also, maybe one more. Maybe we could grab, what could we grab? Apple, Tesla, Microsoft maybe. Let's grab some Meta. Let's grab Meta. And before my API goes crazy, let's check out the watch list. And here's our watch list. I think I removed, I never clicked Tesla, never mind. So we have the stocks saved to our watch list, and we could remove them if we wish to. Or we could just check the current price, opening price, high, closing price, change in price, etc. Okay, so we have a watch list and we do have a portfolio. This is where we track real trades or where we simulate trades. For instance, we could simulate like a Tesla trade. We could use whatever price we choose. Let's do like a quantity of 10, purchase price around $50. Of course not, it's not 50, but we could use whatever price we choose. And we could, well, we could remove the, but never mind. We could sell for, what was our purchase? 50. Let's sell for about $70. And let's try Apple, AAPL. Quantity, let's also go with 10, and let's buy around $49. And after watching our trade for a while, let's sell. It goes up. We sell for about $70. We've got like a nice profit going on. And let's try, okay, so we've got Tesla, Apple. Let's try another Apple trade. We feel lucky with Apple, so let's go with another 10. Let's purchase about, well, it went up to $70. Let's see if we can get lucky. We buy at $70 and we sell at, it goes all the way to $90, and we're feeling amazing. Our P&L is looking good. I'm sorry, our return on investment is looking good. There's something off with the chart. I need to check that. And let's take a third Apple trade. And without risk management, let's get like 10. Let's buy for $90. Buy price. And Apple decides to tank on bad news, so we sell at $10, right? Return on investment collapses to negative 7%, and everything's going downhill from there. And so we lost a lot on this trade because there was no risk management, bringing us to the final part, which is risk management. And this is where we track or practice how to manage risk. So let's use Apple. Let's say like we have a buy price around $30. We need a stop loss. So if it goes below a certain price, we exit the trade. So let's do like a $10 stop loss, and we aim for like a profit target around $35, right? So like a $5 profit target. And if you look at this, we have an unfavorable risk reward, right? Because for we make $5 a share if it goes our way. If it goes against us, we lose $10 a share. So let's try a different risk reward. Let's try $50, right? And here we have a favorable risk reward ratio, right? It's a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. For every $10 we lose, we make $20 if it goes our way. So we could save this risk reward, and we could also remove it. We can also remove trades if we wish to. And there's a walkthrough. We can delete our current user named example. After all, it's only an example. So let's unsubscribe. Okay, that's perfect. Use like an interactive trading platform like TradingView. This is just one of the interactive trading platforms out there in the market. It's completely free, by the way. And what we're going to do is we're going to buy a stock at a certain price, and we're going to add risk control, risk management, and we're going to add a profit-taking zone. And Right now, the price action is about 364. That's a good place to buy. And we exit the trade when if the price drops to 359 area. And I'd say shooting for like a profit target of about 372 seems like a perfect place to take profits. And so now we could simulate this trade using risk calculator on StockCompanion. So our stock symbol in this case is Microsoft, which is MSFT. Our buy price is 363, around 363. And our risk management / stopper price is 359, around 359. 359 area, and our profit target is around 372. We're just using round numbers. 372. Let's calculate our risk. So now you could see we have an excellent risk reward, which means for every loss we have, we're going to make twice as much if it goes our way. We're risking $4 per share, and if it goes our way, we're making up to $9 per share. So this is a perfect place to simulate your trade and watch your trade to see if it makes it to your profit target. And if it doesn't make it to your profit target, you take a loss, a small loss. So now let's save our calculated risk, reward, and simulate our trade. Now, these are old trades we had from the past. We could just add an extra trade in there. So let's, our stock symbol is, of course, Microsoft. Our buy price was 363. And our quantity, let's match. Let's use about, although it's a much higher price, we could use about maybe 10 shares. Okay. And all we have to do is just wait out the trade and watch how the trade plays out. Okay, as we could see, price action never really made it to our profit target of around 372. Price action made it to about 368, met resistance, collapsed about 50%, and now we're selling probably around 366. So let's just go ahead and close out the trade for the day. So we could sell at 366, approximately 366. And I guess we're having not the greatest P&L ratio. I guess we're down like over 1,000%. No, I'm sorry. That's profit and loss. Return on investment, we're down 27%. Not too bad. Every trade is pretty much like a coin flip, right? You do enough trades with the right risk reward, and you could establish if your trading strategy works or not. And just to explain what's going on here, each candlestick represents about 30 minutes of trading. And you could see the first 30 minutes, our price action closed around 361. Second 30 minutes closed around 363. And we traded as high as 367, retreated about 50%, about 60%, 50%, maybe more. And we moved up, and I guess we're closing around this region. And so this is how we use the StockCompanion. We use it to track real trades or track simulated trades. It's a good place to begin testing out trading strategies before spending real money on some brokerage somewhere. What I really want to improve on in the future is the interactiveness of my charts. I was badly limited by my API, so it was quite difficult to make charts interactive. I'd love to improve on the interactive nature of my charts. I would also love to improve on my portfolio value over time. I would love to make it align more with my ROI, so it's more responsive in real time to the data I'm entering. It's doing an okay job. It just needs to be slightly realigned. I would also love to add social sentiment analysis tools, tools like Twitter and Reddit for users to be able to interact with one another. I would also like to build like real-time notifications for market events. And I would also like to allow users to challenge each other and teach each other how to trade or share strategies. Just making the whole thing more reactive and interactive would be the goal for the future. So, in conclusion, Stock Companion helps users safely explore the stock market, simulate trades, manage risks, and stay informed, all with a smooth full stack experience. So, from user authentication to dynamic API integration and scalable code design, my app showcases my ability to solve real world problems with clean and functional solutions. And I just thank everyone for checking out my video. I'm excited to see where this project leads me in the future.